Alright, what up people, it's your boy Chick from Green Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. A live show too. Yeah, we're going to pretend like this ain't my second effort because I recorded the first one with no volume. Sorry guys, numpty RS over here. Anyway, let's get right into this. I'll probably do it better. So really this is just to talk about the Chelsea game. I decided rather than just sit there holding the phone, let me just talk to you guys in the real. I have some real concerns going into this game. The first half really confirmed the concerns from yesterday's game. Going into this game, I was already shitting it at the start of the week. Then yesterday, seeing us put in such a lethargic, can't be arsed, snobby, arrogant first half performance, I'm worried what on earth we got coming to us in this game. For me, I believe Wenger will stick with the three at the back. Now, whether you think it's right or wrong is up to you. The debate that I get into a lot about three at the back is the fact that people are pushing this idea that we don't have the personnel for three at the back. I say bullshit, because you're going to watch me very comfortably pick three capable guys who can play at the back and play successfully against Chelsea, in theory. The problem is we don't have the manager with the tactical nous that's going to play three at the back. Now, I know that will upset the people who are staunch Wenger supporters. Even if I put aside my Wenger reservations, let's put it in a kind way. Let's look at it this way. When you play a three at the back, you have to have a defensive mind about you. You have to have a reservation about you. That means dropping certain players who don't benefit us in that shape. So yes, in that respect, our original starting lineup does not benefit with the three at the back. But I wouldn't play with our normal starting lineup, and that's where I think Wenger needs to be ruthless. In order to win a game like this, you have to be able to say, you know what, sorry, Mesut, you don't get in this game. Or, sorry, Aaron, you don't get in this game. We need a bit of defensive responsibility. We're going to be on the back foot for a lot of this game. We can't really afford you galloping forward like a headless chicken, not really doing shit. We can't afford you, in Mesut's case, not tracking back, because we need all 11 people switched on against Chelsea. And that's why ultimately I think no matter what we try and do under Wenger, we're going to get our asses whooped in this game. The three at the back lends itself to being a defensive lineup because you're playing with three centre-backs. You know that your wingers are going to go forward, which means that there is extra emphasis on the central midfield. We can't afford a central midfielder to just go on roaming, acting as though he has some sort of free role when it comes to Aaron Ramsey. It's the main reason why I can't stand the kid. I think he has a lot of good qualities. I think he's a decent passer. I really do. I think he has a great eye for goal. Almost a Freddie Ljungberg type of eye for goal. Or at least he did. Particularly 3 years ago when he was banging in a lot of goals, right? The problem with Aaron is that he's not responsible enough, in my opinion, to play as a number 8. He just isn't. And for that reason, he leaves someone like a Xhaka exposed to, let's be honest, if he loses the ball, we're fucked. That's what tends to happen in every single big game. That's what happened against Liverpool. Hell, to a certain extent, that's what happened against Stoke. Once Xhaka loses the ball, who is the last line of defense, we're fucked. And that's why I can't really bear the idea of Ramsey playing against the Chelsea. Otherwise, we're going to get overran. Against West Brom the week after, Brighton the week after that. Play Ramsey all you like. For me, I'm dropping him. So with that in mind, this is my hopeful 1-11. For me, Ospina is the very epitome of irresponsibility. A wonderful shot stopper. An absolutely wonderful shot stopper. But I don't trust the man. I don't trust the man to not do something rash that's going to cost us a game like it almost did last night. So for me, double agent Cech has to unfortunately come into this game. Cech, I'm yet to see him have a great game against Chelsea. We need a great game from Cech against Chelsea. I know how much you love them. We need you now. I don't want to hear stories about how you're in the back with the kids and you're giving them a rollicking and you're telling them off, you're doing this, that, and the other. I don't know, Cech. How about do that in this game? So Cech comes in for me. As the three centre backs, here's a novel concept. I'm going to play three centre backs, playing as centre backs. So with that in mind, I'm going to play Mertesacker in the middle. I'm going to play Mustafi on the right of them. I'm going to play Koscielny on the left of them. Three strong, in theory, commanding characters, captain-like material in the three guys that I'm playing. Three people who should be, again, in theory, very responsible in the way they play. Now, for me, a lot of people are calling for Mertesacker to start certain games here and there. Big games is where I call Mertesacker into play because, to be honest, he gets it. People are all talking about Mertesacker like it's in fashion now. Do you know the first one to say bring Mertesacker into a defence when everyone was saying, oh no, we can't do that? That was me. And if you doubt that, if you're a new subscriber, you go and find my Arsenal versus Chelsea preview, FA Cup final. Then you go and find other people's. I was the only one that said bring Mertesacker in because he will kill it. And then watch the review. You'll hate that review. Smug Chris ain't good. Smug Chris ain't good. Mertesacker is like an eagle. Pun intended. So you sit him in the middle and you basically have his centre-backs commanding around him. He's the best person, he's the best reader of the game in the entire squad that we have. Why not stick him in the middle and just come on? Let's be honest, Koscielny needs fucking guiding. I don't care what anyone tells me, he needs guiding. So you have Mertesacker next to him to do that. Mustafi, same thing. That motherfucker tends to roam about sometimes when we don't want him to. Mertesacker, his German compatriot, can just guide him through the game. Well, let's face it, we're going to have a lot to deal with in Morata, potentially a Batshuayi, and then you've got a Hazard. So we need these three. We need to match up with these guys. So these were the three that I would play. On the right-hand side, it speaks for itself. You have Hector Bellerin, who had a really good game yesterday. I probably didn't play that up enough. He did have a good game yesterday. We need more of those type of games from Hector. And on the left-hand side, no disrespect to Monreal, I would put Kolasinac because we looked 18 million times better yesterday when Kolasinac came on and played on that left-hand side. He just gives you a little bit extra going forward. And he, to be honest, I thought he helped make Alexis play better. So if that helps, stick him on that left-hand side. The central midfielders. Now, I've just been banging on about Aaron Ramsey, so you know Aaron Ramsey ain't making my team. Unfortunately, the person I would have played is injured, and that's Coquelin. I think this is the type of game that Coquelin needs to redeem himself, because last year it was not a good visit for Francis Coquelin. But in this team, I thought he might have done a little bit better, understood the situation, not tactically, because I don't think Coquelin is that smart tactically, but in terms of psychologically, he's the one person that gives a lot for the badge. So I would have had Coquelin in this, ideally. That being said, I'll play Onana in this game. I know he didn't have a great game yesterday, and he really didn't. But he doesn't play often, and to be honest, when he does play well, he tends to play well with Xhaka. And those would be my two. So that when if Xhaka does fuck up, Elnene's there. So I'll have Elnene next to Xhaka. So I'm having one number 10, and it ain't Mesut Ozil. Sorry. I know he had a good game against Bournemouth, but he goes missing in these type of games. And for too long, we've been talking about how, well, you know, he's a world-class player. What Mesut is a good player with world-class abilities that doesn't show it nearly enough in games like this. And I'm sorry, we don't need a single pedestrian in this team. So for that reason, I play Alexis Sanchez as number 10. Why? Because in front of Alexis Sanchez, I play Danny Welbeck, who, let's face it, had himself a really good game against Bournemouth. I think it would be harsh to have that type of game against Bournemouth and then say, but you miss out against Chelsea. So I play Danny Welbeck. And next to him, I play Alexandre Lacazette. If by some miracle we catch Chelsea on some sort of off day, we might be able to bump some sort of draw, like a 1-1 draw. In my heart of hearts, I think we'll lose this game 3-1. In all honesty. But you know me, I try, when I do predictions, I try and predict as positively as I can so that no one can ever accuse me of not backing the team or you know, being negative or yada, 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 yada. So sticking to that formula, I'm going to go with 1-1. And I back Lacazette to score us that goal. You guys let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. It's probably going to be a whole lot of negativity. I'm looking at you, Stephen, and you, Wilson, the usual suspects. But let me know what you think. Also, if you're on Twitter, do follow me at Colossal Chig. The little ticker is just down below. Crush, destroy, take advantage of that like button. You know, I appreciate it every time you do that. And also hit the subscribe button. And the main reason you should hit the subscribe button, apart from getting me, is that usually every now and again I'll have a guest on. And this Sunday, it's a big game. So I'm going to have guests on. And the guest I'm going to have on is Mems, who, if you're on Twitter and you don't know who Mems is, I don't know what to tell you. Big Twitter account, good guy, Turkish delight, as they call him. You know, he's been on the show before, and I look forward to seeing him again. And he's one of the main guys, if not the main guy, behind Full-Time Reactions. So it'd be good to have him on. And also Colin, who also has his YouTube channel, Much Arsenal. Just picture a Scotsman who's always miserable. I love him, but he's always miserable. So he'll be on. And there's one omission I've made, and that's Lee. Now, he's saying he ain't going to go to the Chelsea match. This motherfucker is going to fluke his way to that Chelsea match. So I've got someone in mind that I'm going to ask. And it should be one that you guys are happy with. But stick around with that one. I'll confirm it on Twitter, which is another reason to follow me. I'll confirm it on Twitter tomorrow once I get that confirmation. All right? All right, people. I'm out of here. Take care. Have a good Friday night. Peace.